Alright, guys. It is time for yet another episode of the Florencio Files. Up here in the top right, it's a Zerg player called Ludwig van LOL. But the LOL is capitalized to make me think it's League of Legends, which makes me think we're going to see a Zerg player who is going to struggle to use control groups and use more than one unit at a time because, you know, if you're a LOL player, let's be real, you're basically playing the MOBA that made MOBAs somehow infinitely easier than they already were. Like, Dota's hard. Is it though? Is it? When they took Warcraft, the game which was already the RTS with the least units you have to control, and they're like, now just one. Just got a hero. That's it. Is it? I suck at Dota, by the way. I'm terrible. I get my shit kicked in if I try to play that game. I can't get into Dota 2. People are too good these days. Down here in the bottom left, representing cheesy fuckers everywhere, it's old Greg, who says, good luck, have fun. You're short. By the way, guys, the name of this replay, Florencio loves to label his replays, was called String Cheese. I don't know what the fudge that means. Like, obviously, you know, string cheese, like those ones where you, it's like the little like, it's like a little cheese dick, right? You know, like the little thing, and then you peel it, right? Like a stringer or something like that. Like they had different names, right? That's what a string cheese is, right? It's like those things that kids have where it's like 50%. Like it's more a toy than it is food because it's like really not very good cheese. It's kind of shit. That's what string cheese is, right? I've heard Americans say string cheese before. Oh my god, I can't believe he got it up. You guys let me know. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I really thought that drone was going to block that. This probe's going to get out. He's already got the second probe hanging in the corner. He's realizing his first probe is so wounded. He's bringing the other probe as backup. There we go. Shields are regened. And oof. Those pylons are down. Those pylons are down. Can he get this down? He can't get the wall off. Oh, it's blocked. Ludwig van LOL. With a... Oh, no, you gotta block it. You gotta block it. Don't let him wall. Don't let him do it. Come on, Ludwig. You can do this, buddy. I think Ludwig's defended, guys. Lings are in production. Whoa. Why are you pulling your drones back? No. Oh, my God. You gotta stop underestimating the follow-up. It's like, well, the rush is done now. I got Lings in production. No. No. Your opponent is clearly committing a lot to this, dude. He built 3 pylons on top of your ramp. I love how Zigler's like, but I'll be behind if I pull drones off mine for too long. He built 3 pylons in your base. You have an expansion. You could fight for another minute with your drones and still be ahead. Oh, no. Oh, my God. These drones are going to have to join the next lineup of the next season of Refugee Hunters, because cannons are getting up in the base. No. Refugee hunters, not shitty, regular, average Joes try to become paramilitary soldiers. Oh, okay. Only one of them survives that show. Yeah, guys, there's a reason if you're a 120-pound fucking male who works stocking shelves in the supermarket, you probably shouldn't sign up for fucking combat on a reality TV show in the Caprulu sector in this post-apocalyptic bullshit world where they allow that shit to happen. Only one of them survives to go join the new reality show, Refugee Hunters. Meanwhile, Chad's building in the main, Cannon's building in the main. That probe does appear to be trapped, but the hatch is going down. Zealots are going to cause a lot of problems. This spine crawler, get out of there, mate. Okay, that spine crawler does decide to pull back. There is a transfuse ready. Should be able to hold on. Unfortunately, this Zealot trapped in a glass cage of emotion there is going to decide that Milk was a bad choice. Now, Lings try to crack in the wall. Cannon gets up. Meanwhile, this one probe says, hey, boy, you want to wrestle? The drone's like, not really, but you seem pretty keen on it. Probe's like, yeah, boy. Now, guys, here's a hint. If someone's pursuing you and they're making weird mouth noises like that, run the fuck away. Unfortunately, of course, that drone was trapped in here, does end up getting cornered, and its corpse is currently being licked by that probe. That's right, someone literally programmed a fucking Hannibal of probes right here. So this is the probe with 1 kill. We're going to keep that selected for the rest of this game, guys. And we're going to track it. We're going to see if Hannibal the probe has survived. Of course, I'm sure he's cooking up some dead drone with some fava beans right now. A little bit disgusting. Meanwhile, Flo continuing to build more batteries and actually stalkers in the main base. Ooh, that one spiny crawler is getting dicked. 5 roaches are here. 1 spine versus 1 cannon. Now, the spine should win, especially with the queen helping with the band-aid. That queen really dancing with fire there. Roach is going to come forward. Queen, get the fuck out of there. Ludwig van LOL, get out of there. Oh, shit, I already lost the probe, didn't I? Don't click on other things, pig. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Yeah, Hannibal's just chilling in the corner of the base. Don't worry, we'll come back to him later. Ooh, that Ravager Cocoon goes down. Stalkers and batteries up in range of your mineral line. This is really bad for Ludwig, guys. Now, this defense is all going to rely on Florencio horrendously microing. Is it Neeb? Is it Florencio? Which version are we seeing? Unlike the very first episode of the Florencio files, he's actually dodging biles. It's definitely evolved. Ooh. Oh my god, he's continuing. I really feel like Neeb has just ruined Florencio as a player. I don't know about you guys, but look at this shit. Microing in and out, target firing. Ugh. Ugh. Bring back the Florencio that literally walked like 7 Void Rays and 7 Immortals into Corrosive Biles. I want to see that. I want to see version 0, the original flow. I want him to come back, you know? These Stalkers are just killing it right now. Batteries are out of energy, but ooh, nice Biles there. Do take them down, but there's still 4 Stalkers versus just 3 Ravagers right now. This is such a hard fight for Ludwig van Lol. I don't think we're ever going to get to see, even need to see an expansion for flow. Just pumping Stalkers 2 at a time and doing massive damage. Down to just 14 drones as Ludwig. This Queen, she's got to transfuse. I really think we've got to see that battery and cannon go down, but these Stalkers doing a good job. If they can get that high energy Queen, she's got 2 transfuses. She's got 2 transfuses. Flow takes out a Ravager. Stalker goes down in return if he can get that Queen. He's got to get the Queen, get the Queen, get the Queen. Oh my god, what is this micro? The Stalkers. What did they just do? They just walked around, sat there, and all of them died except one. Florencio finally gives in to my wishes and returns the OG Florencio that we know and love. These Queens and Ravagers all getting controlled as one group. It's really hard because you've got 2 spellcasters, so it's very difficult to use Transfuse and Biles at the same time when you're using them all in one group. The Ravagers coming forward, the Stalker's going to try and fight right now. Almost up to 3 Transfuses, still hasn't used any of them. Ludwig is in full panic mode right now. You can see the panic in how he's playing. Where is the Transfuse? It's just non-existent. These Queens, these Ravagers just going ham right now. Florencio microing his goddamn little heart out. And this Queen, she's just never going to drop a transfuse. She's up to 150 energy in 2, 1. 150 energy, 3 transfuses available. A whole bunch of wounded units. Another Queen has transfuse, could heal the high energy Queen. Ludwig van Lol has nothing to do. And there we go, Flo finally kills her. She had 3 transfuses, no. Oh, that Zealot, by the way, he would love to have these gateways killed so he can come out and fight. He is itching right now. I mean, this here... putting a whole fight like this, all Zealots want to do is fight, right? Zealots are those guys on steroids who fight with other guys on steroids in the gym because one of them, like, fucking got in the way of their squat rack or some shit. Like, Zealots are just, like, literally roided up. They've got so much creatine in their system. They are aggro as fuck. And putting this much action in front of a Zealot but out of reach, I mean, it's like putting a goddamn New York cheesecake with Oreo fudge in front of an obese person that hasn't eaten in 3 days. Like, this Zealot is literally about to fucking start killing the gateway. He is so eager to fight right now. He's like, let me out, let me fucking fight. Let me fucking fight. Let me fucking fight. The Ravagers, they're going to start to break him out. Florencio's still microing. He's got a Nexus up in the corner of the base, corner of the map, by the way. 2 Stargates going up. He's starting to transition, realizing he can't break through. That Spine Crawler is getting low. We did actually finally see a Transfuse land. Another Stalker goes down. 2 Stalkers on the left, 2 Stalkers on the right. Ludwig van Lol, you can see, unable to use Corrosive Bile properly here. There we go. There we go. But still, put it on the buildings. They can't dodge, man. This is hilarious. Like, I love just watching how Florencio can put so much pressure on someone that they just drop 2 leagues. Like, I think, like... You know how, like, I feel like most job interviews you go to, they're pretty cool, right? And they just let you be yourself, and they just want to know who you are. And then there's, like, those job interviews that are crazy competitive, where they're, like, all their questions are traps, they're ambushing you and shit. Like, playing against Florencio is like that. Like, you know, in those chill interviews, you can come across pretty well, but you suddenly step in one of those interviews, and they ask you this really in-depth technical question to an area that is, like, not quite your area of expertise. You're like, whoa, what the fuck? And then they're like clearly judging you and shit with everything you say, and they're like, oh really? You think that? That's not how we do it here. Like making judgmental comments during your interview. And you start to panic, you start to sweat, you suddenly become a less confident, lower level human, where you're suddenly convinced, like, I don't deserve this job, like I'm actually shit, like, ugh. you start to panic a little bit. This is what happens when you step into the ring with Florencio. Like, you just fucking, you fall apart. He's had like 1 billion biles off cooldown this whole time. You could bile this down 1.5 minutes ago, probably 7 minutes ago. Finally, pulls the trigger, dives in. And that one zealot, he's like, let me at him! To be fair, he didn't really get let at them, but I think he was kind of like that old man. You guys remember the old man Viking in the first season of Vikings? He just wants to fucking die. He's like, all of my warrior friends who I used to go raiding with have died of old age. But the gods will not let me go. Let me come on your raid so I can die in battle and go to Valhalla. And like, Ragnar's like, fuck yeah. And this guy goes to England and he's like purposely just walking around in the battle and no one's killing him. So he starts like chopping up all these little English dudes and he's getting really pissed because nobody will fucking stab him. And eventually a dude stabs him and he's like, yes! That was that zealot. Just in case you guys didn't know. So at this point, guys, we have 4 oracles out, 2 more building. Against a 19 drone Zerg on 1 base with 2 wounded queens for anti-air and a fuck ton of Ravagers. So unless Florencio literally has made cats drive these oracles, if he's put like kittens or little kitties as the pilots of the oracles and they see the little orange dot and it's like a laser pointer red dot and they all run onto that, I don't see the Ravagers beating the mass oracle that's on the map right now. Florencio may have this one in the bag. He may have this one in the bag. Nidus Worm, that's gonna help. He's like, yeah, you're on 1 base, right? The Zerglings just ran up there, a single oracle killed them. And this is the point where you feel your heart sink and you realize you're fudged. Because when you're on 17 drones and you're building spores on 1 base, ooh, you fucked, boy. Uh-oh, Flo's in trouble. Is he gonna save these workers or will he just let them die? Oh, recall, come on, inject that recall. You know you want to, Flo. You know you want to. Inject it, boy. Oh shit, he doesn't have energy. He's 5 energy away. 4, 3. Oh god, 1 Ravager's found them. 2, 1 energy. He does recall them and jumps back to the oracles. They dive in. The queens disappear. He does that Joker trick. He goes, hey, you want to see a magic trick? Slams the queen's heads down on the pencil. And let's see, can those Ravagers come out? Okay, are there kittens driving the oracles? The answer is no. They dodge the corrosive bile. They don't run into it. And unfortunately, the Ravager anti-air option... Oh, wait for it. Lands 1? Lands 1 bile. Yeah. Kills his own drone. He's like, come on, please stand in it. The lair, is it going to survive? Do they have enough energy to kill it? Only 2 of them have energy left. Only 2 have energy. Oh my god, there. The biles actually saved the hatch. No. Whoa. This is like, yes, I won. And then you realize like, oh, both my 1 leg is over there. 1 leg is over there. 1 arm is over. I have 1 arm left. And you're like, but I survived the battle. Did you survive the battle? Because you're bleeding on the ground right now as a Zerg player, and you're really fucked, Ludwig. Like, dude, I think there's a point where you just like, you may want to just call it quits, dude. You may want to throw in the towel. Boom, baby. Lair goes down, kills one of his own overlords again. Ugh. All right, we're gonna go to Ludwig's camera, and we're gonna watch the death throes of a Zerg player who does not know they're Zerg. Where is the Hannibal probe? Did he survive? Chat wants to know. Okay, guys, we're doing a quick chat while those units die. Let's go. Is it the gas one? So, don't worry. I know it's hidden behind me, but I'll find the one. Did Hannibal survive or did Hannibal die? We're looking for the probe that has a kill. Uh-oh. I think he died, guys. Hannibal got killed by the Nidus. Damn. He was probably one of those ones who was going and the Ravager killed it, man. Hannibal, the probe, did go down. The Chads come out. They're like, hey, you guys don't shoot up. The single unupgraded Hydra's like, ugh, fuck. The probes are just going to run away. They're like, fuck off, mate. Oracle's coming in. The Chads are like being a bit lazy, but they will come over. Where are those bio... Ooh, almost hit the Void Raiders. Actually, he's going to take out the Nexus. Flo doesn't have enough money for another nexus. Cancel some voids and build it. Oh, he's got one down there. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait, is he actually gonna... I'm like, are we gonna see an 8 drone player suddenly rebuild just enough anti-air to survive and then eventually win the game because Flo's not mining? He's like, no, he's still got a base. He's fine. The Ravager's running home. Oh, dude, this is sad. Come back here, you yellow-bellied bastard. I'll bite your legs off. Yeah, that is basically, I think, what Ludwig's shouting at this point. 'Tis but a flesh wound indeed, man. He, yeah, I think RIP is, that is correct emote to be spamming, absolutely. So those who keep wondering about the clapping, by the way, we have a clapping bot. I know people are getting lonely, they want to interact a bit more. Thanks to Fear Dragon, he made a applause bot where you can type PogChamps in chat to applause. So if you clap right now, though, you are honestly clapping for what is literally a dude stabbing a corpse. Is that deserving of clapping? The earlier bits, yes. The end? Okay, well, at this point, it's a literal corpse. Before, it was a figurative corpse dragging itself along on one arm. Now it is an actual corpse. I always, whenever I see Florencio just here in the end of the game, killing his opponent's shit after they've left, I always think of that Firefly episode where they have the duel and then the guy's on the ground and he's won the duel and then he just stabs the dude in the belly with his sword. And he's like, you did not need to stab that man. You'd already won. He's like, yeah, it was fun though. And yeah, that's like Florencio every battle he's ever been in. Except he doesn't just stab them once with a quick jab. He then like gets out his like cardboard cutter and like starts cutting them open with this like demented smile on his face. Like he doesn't realize exactly what he's doing. And he just starts pulling pieces out. You know, Florencio's the guy who's like, well, you know, some people, they build the Lego and they leave it on the shelf, right? They go, I built the airport and it stays there. Florencio's the guy to go, he says, I want to deconstruct it and pull all the pieces apart, except he also does that with his opponent's dead bodies. Pulls some intestines out, he starts looking at them, ooh, he's just pulling pieces out, fiddling around, he's like, oh, like starts ripping kidneys out, just like smearing them on his face, and you're like, what are you doing? Well, he's a sewer mermaid, guys, it's like nobody actually understands. He is an absolute fucking monster, and that's why we love him. GG, well played, mate.